Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got something a little bit different for you again today. If you see my last video with my beautiful face on it, we said that we was going to do something, try new things out on the channel, and today's new project is something I've picked up. So it's a little pickup video, it's only going to be a little short video, and the pickup is Resi 2, guys. What a banger of a game. I'm going to say it come out around about 1998, so I wouldn't have been very old at the time. I'm going to say I was under 10 years old, and when it first came out, I was on holiday with some family friends, and the store that we went to, we were just walking around town, and there was a game store there, and in that store they had one copy of Resi 2 left. Not this one, this is one I picked up recently. I lost that a few years back, or it got damaged. Something happened to it anyway. But yeah, back to the story. There was the one copy of Resi 2 left in the shop, and I was like, I've got to get that, guys. I'm spending all my holiday money on that, because even back then games were still expensive. Not as expensive as now, but they were expensive. And I went out and called my mum to make sure that was going to be alright, because I didn't want to get in trouble when I got home. And she said, yeah, son, crack on, buy it. I was like, thanks, mum. Yeah, went back into the store to go and buy it, and the guy who I was on holiday with was a bit of a dick, and he pretended that he'd already brought the game. So I bawled my eyes out like a little baby, and I wasn't very happy. And then after I'd done crying, he told me, I'm only joking, mate, it's all yours, go ahead and buy it. So I was like, banging. Brought it, never looked back since. One of the best survival horror games ever. This one didn't have a manual with it when it came, but the discs are in very nice condition, so it has been looked after. You got your two discs, Claire's disc, Leon's disc. Completed the game, and then you'd play. Say if you started with Claire on the first save, you'd play as Leon on the scenario B, and you'd be on the opposite side of the truck to what you started off on your scenario A, which back then you never really saw that in games, so that was pretty cool. And then it's just a banging game. You had, like I say, you had your two characters, Claire and Leon, and each of them had a sub character which you played a little bit of. With Claire it was Sherry, with Leon it was Ada Wong, Sherry Birkin, by the way, and it was just an amazing game. Banging story, camera angles on the Resi games was always awesome. Fixed camera angles should have stayed in them games. Just added to the suspense. And then you had some amazing bosses in it. William Birkin, the Don of all bosses in Resi games. I think he's better than Nemesis. Sorry, Mitch, if you're watching this, mate. And then what else have we got? We've got the Lickers, the first appearance to Licker when he crawls past that window. Oh, that was amazing. What else is there? You've got your zombie dogs as always. You've got your crows, that hallway upstairs, leading into the reception area, I think it was, or a reception area. Them crows, they did my head in every time. I'd always get the knife out and just stab the hell out of them. And then when you completed it on your scenario B, this was a little bit different to the Resident 2 remake, which I thought was better because you didn't know it was coming, was Mr. X, which was originally called Tyrant 103, I do believe. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm sure it was originally called Tyrant 103. I don't know who named him Mr. X. Was it Capcom? Was it some mega fan? Was it just something that happened over the internet? I don't know. I didn't really look into that. But yeah, I originally known him as the Tyrant 103, I think it was, or 10 something. And then there's a lot of areas in this version of Resi 2 that you don't go to or don't spend a lot of time in the remake, like the sewers. The sewers was one of my favourite parts of this game, and I just loved it with the giant spiders aren't even in the remake, guys, or the giant moth. So you need to play this game, go check it out for yourselves and compare it to the remake. It's no looker, don't get me wrong, 1998 was a long time ago, 21 years ago, guys. So it's square blood, triangle boobs, Lara Croft-esque, and it's just a mint game, guys. You need to check it out for yourselves, and then let me know what you think. Published by Capcom, obviously. And that's all I can think to say of this. One player, one block memory card. Who remembers memory cards? So yeah, go check it out. If not, go check somebody playing it out on YouTube. Let me know what you think. Let them know what you think, and compare the two games to yourself. Little rundown on the Resi games from my personal view. Resi 1 was banging. I always loved playing that game. We played it so much, and I first got introduced to that game by my cousins. They just used to smash it, and I just used to sit there and watch them. I remember seeing that first scene where Barry blows the zombie's head off with a magnum when you play as Jill. I was like, oh my days, that's awesome. Resi 2 is my favourite Resi of the Resi games. Then you had Nemesis, which was also another banger. The first three Resis was sound, the best game, survival horror games ever. And then a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this, but Resi 4 was not my cup of tea. It was more like a duck and cover shooter game, hiding behind things, moving on, hiding behind more things, popping up, shooting. Not my cup of tea. I played it, I completed it, but yeah, not my cup of tea. And then we had Resi 5, which introduced multiplayer into Resident Evil co-op. It was a good idea. I enjoyed it. Didn't like how bulky Chris got and his boulder punching, but you know, that's the way games go. And a lot of memes and a lot of video memes come from that clip, but it was all right. Resi 6 went back off the rails. Too long and drawn out for me. I didn't enjoy it. Once I completed one character, I got bored of it. And then you got Resi 7. Great game in its own way. I myself have not played it in VR, but I'm going to say that's the way to play the game because it's just so jump scary. And then we've got two new Resi games coming out. I think the Resident Evil Project, was it Project X? I forget the name. I've not really been following it too much. It's going to be a freebie with Nemesis when that comes out in April next year, April 2020. Book the day off, guys. Nemesis coming for you. And then who knows where Resident Evil is going to go after that? Are they going to remake 4? I probably won't play it, to be fair. Or are they going to make a new Resi? I'd like to see a new Resi. I'd like to see a proper survival horror with fixed cameras, just to add to that suspense. Then that's all I can think to say of this, guys. So, like I say, go check it out for yourselves. Let me know what you think of it, or just go and check somebody else playing it. Let them know and let me know. So, thanks for watching. I hope it wasn't too boring. Just a little bit of a pick-up-y information video. And thanks for watching. Drop lots of likes. And if you're new here and you enjoy this, drop a subscribe, and everybody let me know what you think of this video. If you all are enjoying it, I will do more. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.